Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. It is a Tell the Truth Wednesday. I'm your host, Mike Barra in Las Vegas, Nevada, joined, as I always am on Mondays and Wednesdays, but not next week, by my lovely co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair, Jennifer Falah in Hayden, Idaho. Jen, how are you this wonderful Wednesday?
I am good.
Now, we have some stuff to talk about. Are we going to get a little bit of a Gentel update today? Is that in the cards? Did we get
Have a
some
little bit of
stuff?
stuff.
Okay,
I
because we're
didn't
going to have.
do the another Gentel meditation, but I have some things to talk about.
Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, is get through while we're waiting for the YouTube people to show up. We only have 52 so far. We're going to go through our usual routine in the morning and just let everybody know that these videos and all kinds of other stuff is available over on MikeBarra.blogspot.com. Link in the description. You can slide on over there and pick up just about anything you might want to know about me, my streams, videos I've done about famous UFO cases, interviews with people in the UFO community, all of these shows, my books, my lectures on ancient aliens and JFK, and all that stuff is available over on MikeBarra.blogspot.com. And also, you know what I got to put in there? I got to put in my link tree in there because I think it's in there, but I got this link tree should also be in the description. Just go to linktree/Mike Barra. Also, please do not forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus over at the CBDGurus.com, where you can get all kinds of cool CBD-based health products for your health. Just hit the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale, type in the discount code ALIEN, no capital A, no S, just ALIEN, and pick up this week's specials. You use the extra discount codes too, like Feb8. You can get some currency with your orders. There's all kinds of cool stuff. The immunity formula.
Hey, bud, you want to get to sing out of my eye?
I knew you were gonna say something about that. All kinds of cool CBD-based products, the gummies, the pain cream, the sleep gummies. My friend Tamu Najina, Tamu had some issues with sleeping the other day. Just go in, get the sleep gummies. You will sleep. Trust me. The pain cream, the Miracle Gold, the Lotion 2000 for your skin, pet oils, all kinds of super cool stuff, including the Get In Loser, We're Taking America Back t-shirts. So, speaking of Tamu, she messaged me. Let's see what she says. Nope, that's not it. All right. Also, please don't forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors, MikeBarraPets.com, where you can pick up all kinds of mushroom-based holistic supplements for your kitties, your doggies, your horsies, and for yourself. Just get in there, click on the Shop Now tab, slide on over there. I've got Barkley on Mush Puppies and Mojos. He's doing great. There's got the super sauce or special sauce, pet balm for hot spots, chill doggies for if you have a dog with a lot of anxiety, the mush ponies for your horses, and the Enforce line of supplements for human beings to boost your immune system, to give you brain clarity, to restore your organs, help with your blood pressure and your diabetes. Enforce Shield gummies. They got chocolates. They got coffee. They got starter packs. They got everything in there. If you have an issue with a pet, send an email to Diana at MikeBarraPets@gmail.com. Also a link in the description. And she'll put you on the right products to help with your animal's health or with your health. And Diana has quite an incredible story to tell you about what going on these Enforce products did for her health. It's very, very phenomenal. And Jen, why don't you tell us what's going on over at JenniferFalah.com this week?
Okay, I'm taking on new students. I've signed a couple up. If you would like to become a private student for private psychic development, interdimensional meditation, and conscious creation tutoring and instruction, you can go and purchase the classes there. Email me after. I will give you a deal on the first 4 1-hour biweekly or monthly sessions. And we'll take you everywhere from evaluating your gifts all the way up to conscious creation. And there's a lot in the private sessions, a lot of teaching that is not included in the recorded videos. Or if you just want to do it yourself, you can get the recorded videos. There's about 25 hours of content there to help you learn to do what I do. And that is available now. And I don't always accept new students. Once I get as many as I feel I can handle, then I stop offering it. Also, we've got weight loss healings available. We've got readings. We've got healings. And Susan Gress and Marcy Howell are helping me out with certain things. Susan Gress with the readings and Marcy Howell with cleansings, house cleanses, things like that. So go to jenniferfulla.com. And if you purchase from Susan or Marcy, contact them at their email. They do not work for me. Everything, I just list them on the site. They're helping me out with the workload. So go to jenniferfulla.com today.
Okay, that is what is going on over at jenniferfulla.com. Guys, we also have the Ledger Nano wallets, ACN, Legal Shield. I'm going to be doing, I think, a show with a rep from Legal Shield on Friday to tell you all about that. All those links are in the description on this video. And you can also become resellers, impact health sharing, all kinds of important, cool stuff if you guys want to get involved or just take advantage of the discounts on the various products. So, how can I put this? Let's go with the news a little bit. We'll get back to the chat here and go into the news and just let you know what's going on. So I've been told, the only thing I've been told is, according to one of my two bond sources, he's been told, the grown-ups are back in charge. We apologize for the way you've been treated the last 3 or 4 years. And those of you who can see funds in your bank accounts will have those freed up by the end of this week. So there is one bond guy who's been paid his commission. He's sitting there staring at it. He's been staring at it since October, and it says pending. He's told that's going to be released this week. And we apologize for what's been going on with you guys getting jacked around by the previous administration. The other thing I am told is that within Iraq, they are saying it's tonight, period. There's nothing beyond that. It's not going to go any further than that. They are convinced that we will get a new rate tonight, today, overnight, whenever their Thursday is. Their Thursday starts earlier. I think their Thursday starts about 4 p.m. for us, or 8 or something like that. I'm not positive. So we will supposedly get a rate. Now, the other thing that's been talked about is, and Jen, I don't know if you remember this, but we talked about, I hear two things. I hear one, the codes have been entered. I hear two, the codes will be entered tonight. I hear three, that no, it's not the codes that will get entered, it's the new rate. But what I've been told is that there is a budget document, and Mark Z has talked about this, where you put in the new budget, the new rate, and it filters through the spreadsheet and propagates all the way through their budget at the new rate. And that is what will get published in the Gazette, maybe on Saturday. If not today is still a Wednesday. They do Wednesday, Saturday. So I want to remind everybody that a year to a year and a half ago, Jen said, I see a document and I see all these tables being filled in. And that's what needs to happen before we go. So I want to remind you, Jen, that now we're hearing from an Intel side exactly what you said from a visual side, like a year and a half ago. So you got any thoughts about any of that stuff or any updates?
Well, about the accounts, when I was talking to you before the show, yeah, I did tell you that I was talking to somebody else, and I was asked, and I felt like there's additional code that can be entered to release those funds, and I feel like that's going to happen. very soon.
Oh,
This
you
week.
think that would be the bond funds that they were talking about there? Okay, maybe not.
The pending
That's
accounts.
not the RV. Maybe it's the releasing of the bond funds.
Pending accounts, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I have a lot to talk about. So on the subject of timelines, is that what you want to hear?
Sure, I guess. I was just told flat out that everybody in Iraq says it's tonight for us. It's overnight for us tonight.
Well, the Gentel told us the 5th or the 8th. It just depends on if they don't get it done on the 5th, they'll do it on the 8th.
Okay.
This morning I was asked, and what I got was, yeah, there's a possibility they could do it tonight. And that would be good. But I got Radon Forex Thursday or Friday. Publication Saturday. Super Bowl is a major distraction for something. Okay? If something's going on as an undercurrent while the Super Bowl is going on, everybody's watching the Super Bowl. Okay? And I do feel like that was financial. And then best possibility for notifications, what I'm seeing is late Sunday, wake up to it Monday morning. Okay. That is as of today. What I got. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Anything else in the news?
Oh, yeah, we're still watching for hours on all the stuff that's going on in the news.
I mean, we're still watching. We're still watching the Super Bowl this weekend because of what you talked about. How they're, it is really interesting that you have this. The fact that Trump is going to the Super Bowl justifies massively increased security at the Super Bowl, which I would think that would deter them from trying anything. But you said you still think there will be an incident of some kind there.
Okay. So the other day on the Gentel, I got that there was a planned attack on the Super Bowl. Okay.
Right.
Now, Trump and all of them know about this. The white hats, whatever you want to call them. And so they probably tried to ensure that the security on the Super Bowl would be ramped up. Maybe they hit a wall with that. People in place saying, no, we don't need extra this or that, and you can't have National Guard or whatever you want. Okay? So then Trump says, well, I'll just attend. And so what does that? And so I put it out on Telegram yesterday, day before. I think it was yesterday. Okay. So how do you bypass restrictions on security on a major event where a lot of people could be harmed? You have POTUS attend it. Now, the security is under the authority of the Secret Service and the military. And he can have as much security as he wants. Now, you get him on the news talking about, well, if Iran tries to kill me, I've made arrangements. So we know there's a credible threat. And we can have as much military, and we can have planes flying over. We could have a radius of miles that they're keeping track of to make sure that that event is safe. And so I think that is. Yeah. And I think that's why he decided to attend.
Interesting. One of the things he announced yesterday is something he calls a sovereign wealth fund, which is where we're going to be putting assets into this fund for the people of the United States. It sounds like NESARA. Is that a piece of NESARA, a key piece of NESARA? So we're just going to continue to do these little things. Now, he wants to just go into Gaza, move everybody out, bulldoze the whole fucking thing, and rebuild it from scratch, like Dubai 2 on the Mediterranean. Is that a NESARA thing, or is that is he forcing Israel?
He's doing something like that. Yeah, he's trying to
action. Because there are people who claim that Hamas is actually funded by Netanyahu, by like the far right government of Israel, that they've actually funded these terrorists to keep themselves viable and relevant for Israel's governmental security, and that they've kind of like, now Trump's basically saying, I'm just going to get rid of this problem, and we're going to rebuild the whole thing and turn it into a paradise. Netanyahu did not look especially happy about that, nor did he look convinced.
That may be. I don't think he really thinks that's going to happen. but he's pushing the issue. Like, we need to resolve this. Um, if he plans to take over that strip, I don't know how he would do that, but then he
Well,
could be in between.
yeah, it's just a chunk of land that the Israelis just gave to Arabs in return for peace in like 1976, and it's just been nothing but a terrorist hellhole since
Well,
then.
if he's in the middle there, then he can dictate how everybody acts and keep the peace. And
Right.
that's what he's thinking. But I think that it'll lead to something else, some
So
other resolution.
so the Saudis, kind of rejected that, not necessarily that idea, but unless there's a Palestinian state. Now, again, I'm just going to remind everybody, there's no such thing as a Palestinian. They don't exist. They're all Egyptians, Jordanians, Iraqis, Lebanese. There's no such thing. It's just some name that Yasser Arafat made up, based on an old Roman fiction that was created. So, are there going to be new peace agreements then? Is that what we're working towards? New peace agreements between Israel
Well, he basically
and
had just had Abraham Accords 2.0 over there, and is establishing peace in the Middle East
Mhm.
right now. So I was reminded by a friend that can't remember when we were talking. It was either Monday or Sunday or something like that.
Mhm.
And we were talking about this whole thing, and I told him that something big would happen Tuesday to change things and help with the situation in the Middle East. And then Trump came out and did his thing on Tuesday.
Mhm.
Um,
When he met with Netanyahu, yeah.
well, this is helping the RV. And it's probably what got it going again. So that is important somehow. The other thing I have to say was people were saying hedge funds are saying that stocks will crash. When I heard that from somebody, I felt like that is true. That we're coming up on crashes.
We are going to have a crash, okay?
Yeah, but it's not going to be a total crash. It's not going to be, it's just going to go way down and come back up.
Well, because it's so overvalued right now anyway. I mean,
Mhm.
it could drop 50, it could lose 50% of the value, go back to 20,000.
So it's like wiping the slate clean and then bringing it back up,
Mhm.
so it's like a reset.
Okay. And it also will give us an excuse to go to a gold-backed currency, right? Gee, we just happen to have this
Well,
sovereign wealth
if
fund.
the
we wanna
dollar
grow it.
crashes and the stock market crashes and everything, they're going to have to do something really fast. I mean, within hours, we'd have an announcement of how they're going to fix that, because you can't let the public get too panicked because it's too big a monster. Can't control it. So I feel like we RV first before that. That's why I've always thought that we would RV first, because
Mhm.
once that happens and you go to gold, I don't know how much money we would make on that,
Yeah.
but we don't. I mean,
Well,
that would be so much chaos in the streets all of a sudden if nobody has any money.
it
You know,
increases the
Here,
value
let me
of
just
gold too.
crawl
Yeah,
out to
I mean,
my
right, when there's more demand for gold, then guess what also goes up?
appointment.
The price of gold.
Right. So,
So
but I do feel like crashes are coming.
next time we get a
Something triggers or happens right before the Super Bowl, and Gabriel wouldn't let me have it.
okay.
So there's something coming really soon
Saturday?
this weekend that I
Saturday,
can't
maybe?
talk about or I can't know.
Yeah, Saturday, maybe? Maybe Sunday? Maybe Saturday? Yeah. Trump's gonna turn the whole thing into Gaza-Lago. That's what it
So
will.
to explain how visions come in sometime in the way I saw this,
Mhm.
I saw a big giant 8, the number 8, I believe
Okay.
is the 8th. Then I saw the Super Bowl as kind of like this big block of time. And underneath that block of time, from the 8, under that block of Super Bowl, I see this, explain it, like waves of energy moving. Okay. So, God, how did I explain that? It was like undercurrent while the Super Bowl is going on. Everybody's watching the Super Bowl, and something big happens. Okay, I'm not quite sure what he wouldn't let me have it. He wouldn't tell me any more than that. So I'm just trying to interpret or translate whatever that vision. Okay.
Yeah. You've got a lot of people's attention when the Super Bowl is on, especially in our country.
So I'm thinking right on the Forex Thursday, Friday, published on Saturday, Super Bowl Sunday, major distraction for something. I'd say notifications Sunday night, wake up to it Monday morning. That's my take on it right now. We'll see what happens.
Either one of those time schedules is okay with me. You want to do it tonight? Great, let's do it tonight. You want to do it on Sunday? Great, let's do it on Sunday.
I feel like there's something still that they want to do today. So I'm leaning toward, I kept getting that big 8. So I'm leaning toward Saturday. If I'm wrong, wonderful. Great. Cool. Love to be wrong and have it happen today.
Sounds good to me. Okay, guys, thank you for being here. There's about 2,000 of you in the live stream today. We appreciate each and every one of you. Would also like to remind you that you can slide over to Rumble and you become a follower of Real News Live with Mike and Jen, which is our channel over there. We're getting closer to 5,000 subscribers. We don't have a whole lot yet, but we're just getting the people converted over from our previous channel, or our previous account to the new channel over there. But one of the really cool things over on Rumble that we really appreciate is you can hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Just hit down there where it says subscribe. And you can contribute to the show for $5 a month. It's very little money. It helps us. It helps you. It keeps the show going, helps pay for the software and everything else. And one of the benefits is that you get your questions answered first when it comes to question and answer time. So we appreciate that. And Jen, why don't we just go to questions? How long do we have you today? You out of here at 11, or can we get you till 11:15?
11:15.
11:15. All right, so we're going to slide on over and pop out that chat. And hit share on that. And sorry, guys, it's a process. Get it going and bring the chat up and go through the questions. So I noticed somebody over there is having trouble getting a Rumble account set up. I can't do Rumble tech support. I don't know. You open an account, you put in a credit card, you can do Rumble Rants, you can do the $5 a month subscription. Either way, works great. All right. Ron Davidoff. Anyone interested William at Banknote World, 939-300-7184. Slash the price on some of the Bolifar and the Zim Agro checks by more than half. It's the cheapest priced ever, 50 million Bolivar for $2.50 and $25 billion $25 billion agros for $1 each. I picked some up yesterday. I got my receipt actually right here. I am getting nothing out of this, but Ron is friends with William over there. And I think there's a discount code involved with that also. WG10, is that what it is? I forget, Ron, but we're going to look for that. So just if you want to get some currency, go ahead and pick it up. Again, I do not have any relationship with any currency sellers anywhere. Although, Jen and I would take a sponsorship if you want to do that until this thing happens. Actually,
Jen
Actually, we don't want a sponsorship. We really just want we want the RV to happen. Okay, Robin. Oh, by the way, I forgot to remind everybody, let you know that your questions for Jen need to include your name, your real name, and the name of the person, pet, or entity you are asking about. So, Bird Nests, Robin wants to know, will I be moving to Florida soon near my brother? She wants to know if she's going to move to Florida near her brother.
Like 3-4 months.
Cool. Also, hit that like button, thumbs up button on Rumble and YouTube. Helps our show get circulated, helps us get more attention. By the way, Jen, you do have one very important reading to do in 2 days. Do you know which one that is?
Oh, I'm gonna have to cancel that.
My year ahead. Shut up. Really looking forward to.
On my day off.
Well, it's not.
Yeah,
Gonna
that's fine.
We can just skip Dave. We don't need to do Dave. Just do me.
Well, I love Dave too. Okay, me and Dave are friends first, actually. Huh, Dave?
Dave doesn't need anything. He doesn't. He just sits around and watches YouTube all day. Just
Oh, I'm
well,
sorry. Dave is very needy, and he
let me
will
be your
want
year
his.
ahead reading, Dave. See you sitting on a couch, and you're watching YouTube. Okay, great. That's it. That's your year, Dave. That's your year ahead. Hello, Jen. Oh, Caps BV, I don't have your name, hun. I always have to remind everybody about the name. Okay, let's skip that one. Marie H wants to know, is it best to sell the family house in Pennsylvania or keep it as part of a humanitarian project there to help the Amish and others? So Marie H wants to know, should she keep the family house? I think she's assuming post RV.
I do see it some kind of bakery farm stand, something people are going in and buying things. So I do think you keep it.
Yeah, I would, my philosophy is going to be, and this is not financial advice, but my philosophy is going to be is if I don't need the money, I'm not going to ever sell property. I'm just going to keep the real estate. This house, even if I move to a big mansion on the hill with a great strip view, I'm not going to sell this place. I'm just going to keep it all. And, that way you can give it as gifts to family members or friends that need a place. Lisa wants to know if her currency is okay. Is it fraud or is
It's
it
really not a good question to ask me. I mean, you should be checking this up yourself. Mostly okay, but there might be a few bills in there that are.
No, there's also some thought or some people have put out there that okay, they might find some counterfeits, but as long as they feel like you bought it in good faith, they will honor it. That's also been thrown out there. So don't worry about it. The only thing you have to worry about is if it's all fake, then you would have a problem.
Well, I don't think they're going to give you millions for like a Zim bond if it's not legitimate. Yeah, no, I don't think they'll do that. But if you have like a million Boulevard or something,
yeah,
they might throw it in.
Okay, Cassandra says, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Thank you, Cassandra. I'm prepping the launch of my Oracle app. I wish to expand my Akashic business and bring the efforts together. What's the best direction to expand her visibility? Should she do YouTube live channeling or something like that? She's just curious about her next step.
For you?
For Cassandra.
I do think it's important to do lives, but what I see you is on a platform where there's different tiers that you can subscribe to, different levels of content. Yes.
Okay, Debbie has a cousin Harry who was close to her dad named Jim. She wants to know how true the stories are that Harry is telling her about her dad's life and why he kept her at a distance. Is there truth to those stories or something else going on?
About 40% true. What is this question over here or this information? Hang on.
In YouTube?
Jackie B. YouTube. Wow, breaking. Senator Mitch McConnell has reportedly fallen down the stairs once again while leaving the Senate today.
Yeah,
really?
True. That's
so black guy?
Yeah.
Somebody got in trouble. So did they actually see him fall down the stairs?
Oh, yeah. It was reported. I read it before we went on the air. Yeah, he fell down again and had to be helped up and he walked it off. Why don't we just get this old goat, slimy goat out of here?
Interesting.
Maria says somebody stole all her crypto. I'm very sorry. No help from anywhere. Will there be justice for thieves like this? I did try to reach out to Zester for ledger help. No reply. Zester probably will eventually get to you. Keep asking him for help. But it's very difficult to recover crypto if it's been stolen. I know that.
I do think someday it'll be protected. They won't be able to do that anymore. But I don't know if you're going to be able to prove or figure out who took it.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody
now.
tricks you into giving them access or sending them your crypto, there's nothing that can be done about it. Michael C would like to know his guide's name. Michael C wants to know the name of his guide.
It sounds like Chester.
Chester.
It's a
Okay.
man.
Annette also wants to know if her foreign currency is all legit. Oh no.
Bowden?
Annette Bowden, yeah.
Yeah.
Dash Lady says, Jen, you said a long time ago on a Thursday at 9 o'clock there would be a crash. Okay, well, we'll watch for that. You're on the spot, Jen. Barb
Timeline. I don't know.
Barb P wants to know if her son Mark T will be able to build his dream garage soon. These are all these sneaky RV questions.
Yeah, I see like June, May. It's warmer. It's not hot yet. Yeah.
Okay, Frederica, $5 Rumble Rant. Thank you, Frederica. We love you. She wants to know, when people have replicators like they have in Star Trek, will there still be Gucci, Dior, and expensive luxury items, or will they fade away? Interesting question.
Yeah, we're still going to have
I hope so.
items that are made for you. Yeah, but the replicators, you're not going to be able to get everything instantly. Like, they do certain things, and it's more like a printer.
Yeah, I hope that you'll. I would assume there'll still be a market for luxury handmade items, created with great skill.
There's going to be a huge market for everything.
Yeah.
People are going to have more money, so they're going to want to buy, and people are going to have more money because everybody wants to buy, and it's just going to be, there's going to be a lot of everything.
It's going to be a revolving cycle of prosperity. Debbie wants to know which indigenous tribe is in her lineage. I would recommend 23andMe to find that out, but you could also do this, Debbie.
Sioux
Indians. Lucy says, hi, Jen. My granddaughter Madison is going to a concert next week. Will she be safe?
She'll be fine.
Paula E wants to know what's up with her mom, Barbara R, as she's got some health issues.
That's a long reading. I'd need a specific question on that.
Debbie wants to know if you see an approximate rate for the Chinese yellow and purple dragon bonds.
I don't want to put any rates out this close to the RV.
Yeah, I don't think that anybody's really talked about that.
I don't know what, they're going to say, well, on such a date, you put this rate out, and I don't know.
Farmer 10968, I need your name to ask that question. Ron says just call. What's his name over at? I forgot his name already. William over at Banknote World. Just call him. He'll tell you what the rates are. Super Dave, aka Pork Chop, gives us $50 in a Rumble Rant. Thank you, Super Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
He says, my oldest daughter, Abby, is going to Greece with old high school friends in May or June. Will she have fun, and will the trip go well? Greece for Abby.
Well, she's okay. She's safe. I just think that they either don't get along or something. They hit a snag with accommodations. You might want to help her plan that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Farmer 10968 is Marsha. She says she's a subscriber. Why isn't the castle showing in my profile? Sometimes, Marsha, these things they cancel after a month. I think there's a button you have to push to get it to recycle every month. But she wants to know if her ideas for projects Daybreak centers for abused children and New Day centers for adults will be approved at her RV appointment. She wants to know if her projects are going to get approved. It's Marsha.
Yes, but I think you're like in the second wave of approvals. So it's not going to be approved at the appointment now.
Yeah, the approvals take a while.
It takes
They're
a
going to
while.
review them, and then it's going to take a little bit longer to get the funds. So, Jill, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, our house is flooded. Will we be able to replace everything that is needed? Insurance has given us an estimate. So, I don't know. What does the estimate say?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Good. It's always, that's the only good use for insurance. Kim Value, $50 Rumble Rant, Jen. Thank you, Kim. That's really awesome of you. I'll be going to Vegas for a business convention, February 23rd through the 27th. Will everything go well going there and back to Montana?
First name again?
Kim Value. She and her husband Ray are going to Vegas.
Just fast forward scrolling through your entire trip is what I'm watching. Yep.
Okay.
Got on the plane, got there, went through all your activities, got back on the plane, got home. I think it's nighttime when you get home. And yeah.
Yeah, because nighttime comes early these days. Mark Z is saying the dinar will be in excess of $6. Any word on that? Well, yeah, we've talked about rates here for a long time. More than $6. Just depends on which rate you're talking about. The public rate, the redemption center rate, contract rate. There's lots of different rates. Carol S. wants to know if she'll have any kidney stone problems during her trip to Egypt, which is coming up soon.
No.
Betty wants to know if she's purchased the wrong Venezuelan currency. I have Bolivar Soberano, VES, not VEF.
I think that's the right one, isn't it?
Well, I think they'll all be exchanged at some value. Just some have more value than others. We'll probably have more.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to answer that. I think I can hear your currency has value.
Your currency has value. Okay. So, and also, William has got a sale going on. So go get some more if you're concerned about it. Barb wants to know if her daughter, Lisa T, will get a job in a dental office.
Yes, but I actually see her in the reception area. I don't know if she's just sitting there or if that's her position.
Okay. Sherry says her grandson Ryder's been throwing up for a week, 2 ER visits, and they can't find anything. Do you see anything going on that they've missed? She's a concerned grandma. Sherry wants to know about her grandson Ryder's stomach problems. Kevin Durant be traded to the Warriors?
It's just a long virus.
Ivermectin is the best thing for somebody who's got a bad virus. Yeah, I know these old flu viruses. They used to go on for 2 or 3 weeks sometimes. So people
just hit him really hard in the stomach, and he's got a really sensitive gag reflex.
Will Kevin Durant be traded to the Warriors? Jen doesn't do sports. I couldn't even get her to do a Super Bowl prediction. So.
I'm going to tell you, so people can bet on my predictions because the line would be so long. Now, what was the question? Let's try.
Will Kevin Durant be traded to the Golden State Warriors?
No.
Carol wants to know about her mother, Barb. It's her heavenly birthday. She's been gone for 8 years. Does she have a message for me?
She was seeing you last Thursday. Like she was around. So I don't know if you had an incident or a experience last Thursday, or what went on, but she was there.
Okay, Mercedes says, can I make money on TikTok if I continue promoting products that companies send me, or am I wasting my time?
Or she could have said, I'll be seeing you on Thursday.
Oh.
Either way, whatever fits for you. Now ask that question again.
Sarah, Mercedes wants to know if she'll make money promoting products on TikTok, or is she wasting her time?
You might want to have, you will if you have somebody help promote that along with you.
Okay.
Help you with that.
Priscilla wants to know if her son George is going to get the job he's applied for.
Not this one.
Amy says my sister Anne has Trump derangement syndrome. Will we ever be close again? I've gifted her son currency.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I did with all the friends and family members who had TDS? I cut them out of my life. That's what I did. Okay. Renee needs to sell some of her gold or silver to make payments. Which is a better idea? Sell the gold or sell the silver? Just asking which she's gonna make more out of. I don't know. Gold. Okay, Marengo. Oh, she says, Mike, I'm so sad. They hacked my Lobster. Even went into my email to authorize IP address. Used my MoonPay to get more. I didn't give anyone the secret phrase. Took it all and added wallets to my account. Well, again, Marengo, I'm going to just encourage you to keep pushing Zester and asking for help. He does do that kind of thing for, I don't know, charges a fee, but if anybody can get it back, he can. Okay. Jen Hoofer says, can you send healing to my dog Bentley? He's full of lipomas, has bad back legs, and growth in his left eye that continues to grow.
Send a picture and your information too. And please don't write me a book. I want bullet points of what's wrong with the dog. Okay.
Okay. All right.
And to Jennifer. Go to jenniferfallah.com. My email is all over the place.
Ray, you're just asking an RV question. Will you be able to? Yeah, if the RV happens, when it happens, you'll be able to get any house you want. But we don't know. Don't know. We can't answer that. Makana has gifted 1 subscription to Real News Live with Mike and Jen. Thank you, Makana J. That's cool. And before we head over to YouTube, Karen says, my mom Lois and dad Albert passed away years ago. Do either of them have any message for me?
This is going to take more time this morning. Let's move on.
Okay. All right. Let's slide over to the YouTube side of the house and look at the questions over there. James Foster says, hi, Jen. Hi, Mike. Where will my wife and I be celebrating Valentine's Day? Oh, buddy, you're the one's got to plan Valentine's Day. So, you better, I don't know. I can't tell you where, depends on where you live and what there is to do.
I'm going to be here with no Valentine this year. Hanging out with the dogs.
And remember, Dylan, Valentine's Day is the best day to go to a bar and meet a lady. I'm just telling you.
Well, I don't really want to meet a lady.
I know, but I'm not saying it for you. I'm
just
telling
go to a bar.
I'm telling the guys that, that's the best time to go find a new girlfriend. It's Valentine's Day. Mike, will you please ask Jen if I'll be able to buy a home after the RB? Deb, I would think so. It depends on how much currency you have. But will she have enough to buy a home? Deborah.
Several homes. You'll be fine.
Good. Paul is asking about his daughter Valerie's orange tabby cat, Mister. He's on kidney RX food and he's losing weight. Can you see anything?
Paul. daughter.
Valerie's
okay,
Orange Kitty
Mr.
Mister.
Paul daughter,
Yeah.
Mr. You guys, I'm like energetic stepping stones. So I go to one, the other, and then find. That's how I find them. Yeah, that cat's got a pretty serious condition with the filtering organs in the body. I don't think it's the food that's causing the weight loss.
Paul, I'm going to tell you to get over to MikeBarrettPets.com, send Diana an email, and she usually, the first time around, she'll usually gift you. I'm not going to say that, but get her on some of the mushroom supplements and see if they can't help the kitty, Mister. Okay, it's worth it. MikeBarrettPets@gmail.com.
What day is Valentine's Day? Oh, it's a Friday.
Okay. Ooh.
But my baby's birthday is the next day, so I'll just hang out with the girls.
Guess where I'll be on Friday. Bars. Libby says, my sister Rebecca's in a lot of trouble and she's now in jail. How do you see this turning out? Oh.
She's going to get some time. 2 to 3.
Sybil Rossmeyer says, will I go into a med bed soon and be healed from my cervical dystonia in my neck? Hope so. Sybil.
June.
Mike, are those confidential dates that you were given to you still holding water? They passed this morning. So, but now I'm told new dates. So, which I gave you at the top of the show. So who knows? Phil says, hi, all. My mother is 87 with dementia and Alzheimer's. She is bedridden now and being given morphine patches for the pain. We need med beds ASAP, so I don't have to bury her. I agree. Those, I don't have any affiliation with this, but those X47 and X39 patches that I think Phil was talking about, I know Ron has used them and he feels great. And I know another friend who used them, who gave one of these patches on for his mom, and her dementia improved within like 5 hours, like major improvement. So I don't know exactly how to get them. If somebody has a link to it, post in the chat.
I think she gets to a med bed.
But she gets to a med bed? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. Then that's even better than the patches. So, but try the patches as a short-term solution. And again, I don't do anything with those patches. So, okay. Rebecca says, will we be purchasing lot number 3 on Overlook Drive? Question.
Number 3. Somebody gets it right before you do.
Rick Norman wants a prediction. Who are we going to see more of on Super Bowl Sunday? President Trump or Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift.
Is it Taylor Swift?
I'm just going to tell you right now. She's Travis Kelce's girlfriend. Yeah.
Is she doing the halftime?
No, some shithead rapper named Kendrick Lamar is doing it.
You gotta do that.
Time to bring rock and roll back to the halftime show. Okay, let's have fucking Kiss play. Bring them out of retirement.
I don't know how to answer that question.
Yeah, it's kind of a joke question. So
yeah.
Yeah, Rebecca, we want you to be a Red Castle member. I don't know what's going on there. But hopefully it is something we can get straightened out. A lot of people have had a few issues with that. So let's go back up. Where are we? Lady Gaza. Let's just, okay, Gary, that is a terrible dad joke. I love the smell of my F5 key. It's very refreshing. That is just the worst. Yes, Gaza Lago is what we're going to get there. Michael Lindsay, remember the USA holds $35 billion worth of Iraqi dinar and foreign currency reserves. Add that to the sovereign wealth funds, and that alone could help erase the national debt. It would erase the national debt.
So let's think about why would you need a sovereign wealth fund when the country is in such a state? So let's say they wanted to hide something like that or have a place to put in exchange like that. Where would you put it?
Yeah.
If you made all these trillions or quadrillions of dollars, where would you put it? Well, you and if you did put it somewhere, how do you ensure that that isn't misused? So you create this sovereign wealth fund that's dedicated to helping the people and those kinds of services. And so you would put your exchange money, the country's exchange money, in there. Or maybe what they made off of it.
Yeah. Or like,
but you have to take a look at Nasara Jasara and that somehow explains it. Well, but we look at these other countries that have all these bonds, like the Zim, and okay, the Zims, the humanitarian projects are going to be funded by the Zim. Okay, well, they probably have a sovereign wealth fund like that, or some big fund that funds the projects.
Right. I mean, they talk about how you get all this money from your Zim, but you get a certain portion of it. You get redeemed for that. That's yours, and then the rest of it goes to the humanitarian funds. Well, guess what? Now we have a place for it to go.
Well, think about this.
Right? So that 80%.
Where are you receiving your humanitarian funds from if you did your exchange with the U.S. Treasury?
The sovereign wealth fund.
Are you dealing back and forth with another country?
You know, Jen, the more I think about it, the more I think that that's a sovereign wealth fund is a big, huge part of the RV process, the GCR process,
and the humanitarian projects.
Yeah, because that money's now going to come out of the sovereign wealth fund. We now have a public fund that can fund everything. Oh, where'd the money come from for this?
Well, in country. So like you do your exchange in country. Okay. But are we going back and forth with Zimbabwe all this time or for however many years and for all the different projects to keep getting different phases of funding? Probably not. It probably goes into a giant sovereign wealth fund, and a certain part of that is designated for these humanitarian projects. And that amount is determined, and maybe it grows, I don't know, at exchange. So it makes sense, and it just supports our theories about Nasara Jasara rolling out, and the humanitarian projects, and the exchange, that he made that, that he created that fund.
If Trump takes Gaza, where is Solomon's temple? Where it always is. It's in Jerusalem. Basically, for the second coming of Jeshua, what has to happen? Well, I did a thing. I asked Jesus to come back for Halloween and hang out with me downtown and heal a bunch of people and perform miracles and stuff. And he said, well, I can't come back right now because the same thing was happened before. And I think he said it would be like another 1,000 years before we were ready for him to come back.
This is what you did this on Halloween. Where?
No, we talked to Jesus right online. It was a show like last year. I said,
"Oh, did we? I don't remember."
Jesus, next year, why don't you come on down and hang out with me on Halloween? You can go dressed as Jesus, and we'll go around and perform miracles and everything. And he said, "Well, that would be fun, but if I came back in a physical form, the same thing would just happen to me again because you're not ready." So,
well, it would. Nobody would believe him.
Yeah,
and he'd get crucified again until such time as the vibration of people collectively rose high enough to stop crucifying people that are doing good things. So, yeah, totally.
Come on, Jesus. It would really be fun. Can't you just pop in and pop out? You can't do that. It'd be awesome. Because then there'd be this video out there of Jesus healing people and stuff. And people would be like, did that really happen? Is that really Jesus?
That's why you have so many healers and so many teachers and so many humanitarians. Let the Spirit move you. He works through his followers.
Yeah. Lisa says, my lifelong dream is to own a chain of restaurants. Me too, Hooters. Do you see me ever living that dream anytime soon? Thank you, Lisa.
You are so trashy, by the way. I'd just like to add that. I don't know why I'm shocked.
Hooters is got the best wings on the planet. and the
Oh, yeah,
nearest
right.
one is
That's why
half
you're
an
there.
hour away, half an hour
Mhm.
away down on the strip. I want one closer to me so I can go and have wings.
Okay, own a chain of restaurants. Three to four. It's a small chain.
Still 3 or 4. That's pretty good.
Takes time to grow to that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Marco wants to know if his stomach and colon is going to be fixed after this round of antibiotics.
I think you're good. And finish those up. Yeah.
Says Tommy's going to Vegas for the Super Bowl. Which team should I bet in? We don't do that here. But I did ask Jen before the show, green or red, and she said green. She didn't know.
No, you asked me as if you had like picked something out for me, like what color do you want, green or red? And I said green because I don't like red.
I'm taking the Eagles and the points. The only thing that concerns me is the referees. So
he's always trying to get me to give him
sports betting. Ken wants to know when we're going to see the rollout of the AOC robots. I don't know, but I'm going to be first in line. Going to be first in line. Okay, Lisa says, my boyfriend, Jenna, my boyfriend, my best friend, Denise H. passed last year. Does she have a message for me?
I know you miss me. Be strong.
Phil, wow, this is a tough one to answer. I'm going to come home to see my mother by the end of the month. Will she be there? Will she make it? Mary Beth, I don't know. Mary Beth is someone I
can't
know.
tell you
Can
somebody.
answer
Only God
that?
knows
Yeah,
the day.
I don't think we can answer. It's not very fair.
And I think we have, let's just do one question per person, please.
Yeah. Laura wants to know the names of her guides or guardian angels. If you can figure that out for her. Laura Classicus. Classius?
One is Elizabeth. It's a female, dark hair, medium brown skins, pulled straight back, parted in the middle. She's trying to tell me that I was wrong with Elizabeth. It sounds like that. It's Lizzie Beth. Okay, she doesn't like Elizabeth. It's Lizzie Beth. Okay, I don't. She's funny. Guardian angel. I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. Rondamund. I can't even do that. I don't know. Let's just do the guide for today. Taking too much time.
Okay. Hang on. I am looking for. Okay. Why can I never find anything when I want to find it? On the AgroCheck, it's the 25 billion AgroCheck, which is on sale at Banknote World. I had the discount code yesterday. Okay, let's go to the message. The discount code is where is it? WG10. No space. WG10 is the discount code. You can do it online or call William at 949-300-7184. Interested in that. So that's the 25 billion AgroCheck, which is still going to be worth quite a bit of money. Mike, I can't find you on Rumble. It's Real News Live with Mike and Jen. Real News Live with Mike and Jen. Should probably make a Mike Barra official Rumble channel at some point where I can just put all my lectures and videos and stuff, all my UFO stuff. Okay, that's a really weird question. Okay, so Sonardic Phil says, you said my angel's name was Bojangles. That doesn't feel right. Is that the real name? For Phil. Phil's angel. Is it Bojangles? I That's it? Okay.
It's probably something that sounded like that.
Yeah.
Because I experience that all the time. It's this long name that you're like, what? Like, so the angels usually assign themselves a name. The guides will usually use a name that you knew them in another life from.
Yeah. Yeah, because, it's hard to pronounce angel names. J-Dub says he just called Banknote World to order some. He said that's his personal code, and he sometimes has better deals via phone than on the site. Oh, okay, so I screwed myself by not calling him. Just give him a call for the best price. Okay. Carla Marie says, will I be able to bless my husband's family and cover funeral expenses? My husband, Steve Callahan, mother Noreen, did the funerals in Slovang, California on the 6th. So that's tomorrow.
No.
Great podcast last night on Toxically Masculine Tuesday. Yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show last night. Especially watch all the way to the end because there's a big story at the end about the Sovereign Wealth Fund. Kelly wants to know if John and she will be buying property we've been looking at, and is it a property we are able to build on?
It's nothing you've looked at.
It's nothing you've looked at, so something new.
You expand your search, but you do get property.
Catherine wants to know about her neighbor Barbara. She passed in December. Does she have a message?
Keep trying.
Gary says, what can I do to get the feeling back in my right foot?
Massage the muscles, the vibration, massage in the calves and the legs all the way down to the foot. The pathways and the nerves are being squeezed. And the blood flow.
Yeah.
And that'll help some.
Like I've had numbness in my left foot since a big sciatica attack in like 2011, and it's just disc material is just in there. Gina's husband, his birthday is Valentine's Day. Oh, he should get something special.
Happy birthday.
Kenneth wants to know if his departed good friend Jeff has any message for him.
Keep it real. Does that make sense?
Keep it real. Okay. Okay, back over there.
Don't lose yourself in it. So basically, I think he's telling you there's where he's going to come, but don't change.
Gina, my friend David did he have a stroke or something else going on, like a reaction to meds with David?
David's had 3 strokes, 2 very minor. He needs to get under doctor's care and figure out what's going on with that.
Okay, got a couple minutes left.
Get like an MRI.
Amber wants to know, after the RV, do you see me staying in Ohio or moving somewhere else?
You stay in Ohio for a while.
Karina is looking for a message either from her mother Margareta or her guides.
Okay, I'd rather do less mediumship. I don't even offer it on my website. I'm having Susan do all the mediumship for me, but that just takes more time on the show. I just do it if people really need it. Mom says, just keep trying. You're doing a good job.
Okay. Janelle is traveling Valentine's Day weekend. Will her trip be safe?
Expect delays. Prepare for that.
Dale says his Maltese Jewel has mammary cancer. I've done super sauce. Will what I'm doing help her? Dale wants to know if what he's doing for Jewel will help her, or does he need to try something else?
Yes, and I can't tell you what to add in, but I'm feeling like it's something like ivermectin or something like that to add into that.
Okay.
Whatever you're doing.
Dana has a job interview today. Will she get it?
Chances are not good, but I don't want to discourage you from going to the interview because I could be wrong. Just go. Just go.
Karen, as a friend,
Dave.
asked me to help her at a destination wedding in Spain. Will Jackie go to the wedding? Karen, will she go to the wedding and will she enjoy it? I'd like to go to Spain.
I don't see you going. I see you telling her I'm busy or something. So I don't think so. Dave, I got your text.
Okay, Tommy, make your own prop bets on the Super Bowl. I don't know. Who's Jen? Is the coin flip going to be heads or tails? She's not going to answer that. Okay.
You guys don't need to know that.
Do
Let's
your
ask me
own-
some questions about people like really need to know.
Do your own
Move
prop bet.
forward in a positive direction. Oh, I gotta go anyway. It's 11:16.
What is next week's schedule for shows? Well, Jen's taking Monday off, but she will be with us on Wednesday. So Jen's got some personal business to
And
deal
then
with.
I am
I'm
taking
giving
the
you
entire week off.
the week of the 24th. Yeah.
The 24th through the 28th. Possibly the next Monday, the 3rd. I'll let you know. But yeah, Mama needs some time off.
Okay.
2 months of answering questions for 12 hours a day.
I will be on Monday with Mel Carmine. He's going to come in. We're going to talk more about the Quantum Summit and some other cool stuff like that. Please go to the Quantum Summit website and get signed up and come on down to Cape Canaveral. Hang out with me and Mark and Zester and Nino and Laura Eisenhower and Wayne Williott, a.k.a. Wano Savin,
Oh,
Terry Cassidy. Lots of fun people.
I would just like to let you guys do not use my Square to book readings. I had it all set up so that everybody could schedule their own. It's allowing people to schedule without taking the payment. It won't take the payment. Do not use philosophy.com. I haven't had time to figure it out, but people keep doing that. It shows up on my calendar. You have not paid for it. I'm not showing up. Okay? So don't do that. Go to jenniferfalaw.com and you email me to schedule.
Okay. Quantum Summit and jenniferfalaw.com and ACN, Impact Health Sharing, all that stuff. I will be back tonight with Mark and Zester for a little whiskey and wisdom. I get to do a podcast where I don't have to talk about anything important. I can just talk about fun stuff. And I think there will be some bad dating advice tonight. So be there for the bad dating advice if that's what you want. Jen, have a great month. Well, you don't have a Monday off. You got a lot of things to do, but Jen's got some stuff to take care of. Everybody have a great weekend. And who knows, again, we're waiting to see what happens tonight. And then the next thing we're rolling into is Saturday, Sunday. So sit back, relax, enjoy your Super Bowl. Hit the popcorn, get the popcorn ready. I got a popcorn machine out there in the living room. Could be using it this weekend. Talk to you guys soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Say goodbye, Jen.
You probably already hit the button. Goodbye.
I have not hit the button. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.